Cafe Networking Podcast promotes successful business experts. I'm Tom Ria, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Joining us today from Holland, Michigan, Amanda Chocko. She's a nutritional therapy practitioner, sleep coach, and author of Relax, Sleep, Thrive, your 5-week journey to peaceful, restorative sleep, available on Amazon. So Amanda, what are typical sleep-stealing traps?
Well, Tom, there are many. Let's start with just having an erratic sleep schedule. Our body clocks really enjoy when we have our regular sleep schedule and regular habits, so we can condition ourselves to be able to be sleepy at night and wake up at the same time every day. So having that sleep schedule is important. Artificial light is also something that is really going to impact your sleep. The blue light that's emitted from our devices will downregulate your melatonin. Melatonin needs darkness to kick in, and that's the hormone we want to help us sleep. So ditching those screens about an hour before bed, or if you can't do that, getting a pair of blue light blocking glasses, which is what I do, and that works really well. Room temperature. Your body needs to cool down before you go to sleep. So having it 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll have to convert that into Celsius for me, is the ideal sleeping temperature, because you really want that cool environment when you sleep. So those are the things you do before bed. But good sleep begins the minute you wake up in the morning. So all of the habits that we do throughout the day can impact our sleep. Caffeine, we all know that is something that could definitely detriment your sleep. That has a half-life of 8 to 10 hours, meaning when you finish that last cup of coffee, you could still have it in your system in the evening. So really looking at setting a caffeine curfew for yourself. Alcohol, we all think a nice nightcap is going to relax us and help us go to sleep, which it will at first because it is a sedative, but it has a rebound effect. Once your liver processes that alcohol, it is going to disrupt your sleep. You may find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., unable to fall back to sleep, but it certainly will impact your sleep quality.
Well, you mentioned 3 a.m. Is that a typical time, irregardless of your time zone? 3 a.m. is people sort of, things happen?
Yeah, I think it has to do with your circadian rhythms and just the processes of your body. So it could be a blood sugar drop that impacts your cortisol, which wakes you up, or that alcohol processing through your liver. That's around the time that happens. So all of these things contribute to that. But yeah, that seems to be a popular time.
And more people are traveling. Obviously, we talk about jet lag and everything else. So that too sort of highlights or increases the difficulty of sleeping anywhere, regardless of the time.
Yeah. Well, again, getting back to that circadian rhythm, you want to try to be on a regular sleep schedule. Sometimes with travel or shift work, that's hard. And, there are ways to be able to overcome that, which we could talk about if you'd like. That's like,
but there's so many things. But how much of all of this do you cover in your book?
Well, my book is really designed as a step-by-step process to help you really get to the root cause of your sleep issues. So I cover all of it, from really that sleep hygiene, wind down routine, becoming a sleep detective, for all the things we do throughout the day to be able to connect those dots. Stress is another huge thing. The managing stress and that cortisol response, it's going to really wreak havoc on your sleep. And all the different tools that are out there in your sleep toolbox that you could have to help you enhance your sleep as well.
So really the point is to try to relax, literally try to relax, right? But I also see on your site, what you say on your site, embrace the night. Your journey to restful slumber begins now. But there you say, are you among the countless women who are suffering? Is this more prevalent among women than men?
I think both men and women have sleep issues. For some reason, data shows that women have a greater, significant sleep issues. A lot of that might have to do with hormone fluctuations, where you are, what season of life that you're in with children and all of these things, holding a lot of stress and so busy, our endless to-do lists and all the things that we worry about can really contribute to sleep issues for women, for sure.
And women, certainly, their to-do list is more about everybody and generally doesn't include themselves.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
So if we're not rested, and that's man or woman, we can't help others. We get up and we're cranky and we're, trying to settle down and have that, maybe the morning coffee and breakfast, and we're all yelling at each other.
Yeah, exactly. We're stressed out throughout the day, run, 100 miles an hour. And if you don't find a way to manage your stress and decelerate as you get towards bedtime, it's really going to impact your sleep. So in my book, I have all kinds of techniques to deal with overactive mind and stress and all of this chatter that happens in your brain.
Well, we're talking about individuals, but if we take that to a corporate level, to a company level, to a business sense, the person's coming in, whether it's 9 to 5 or whatever, if it's a shift, if they're not relaxed, the whole thing just it starts another cycle.
Exactly. You're not going to be as sharp. Your cognition is going to go down. You're not going to have the energy. So you're just not going to function optimally. So, then all of a sudden you find yourself reaching for that coffee for that mid-afternoon slump. And then you start this vicious cycle again, where that caffeine is going to keep you awake. Checking your email all hours of the day. For some people, they just never separate personal life from work life. So you're always on. So yeah, it could be very stressful, and it's definitely not going to make for an impactful work day.
Well, Amanda, how can our listeners find this relaxation? How can they find you?
They can find me at my website, amandachocko.com. I'm also on Instagram where I give tips, and that's amanda.chocko. On my website, you can see the sleep programs that I have. You can find my book. I have a free download for create your perfect wind down routine guide, and I have articles and other information that could be helpful.
Well, I actually downloaded that last night, but I decided not to read it before I went to bed because I said, why might I not sleep? But we'll try it again today, okay?
Yeah, for sure. That's great. Thanks.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And again, for our audience, it's Amanda Chocko. It's Amanda, the last name Chocko. You'll find her at amandachocko.com. You find her on Instagram. And the book, Relax, Sleep, Thrive, Your 5-Week Journey to Peaceful, Restorative Sleep, is available on Amazon. So thanks again, Amanda.
Thank you.
Café Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at focusmi.com. Talk to Tom, talk to the world. Thanks for listening. Till the next time here at Café and Networking Podcast.